Let's move right along then to a balanced stage. This is Smashville for Game 1 in a classic matchup, Mario versus Diddy Kong, Dan versus JJROCKETS.
Yeah, this is one of the most classic matchups we have. Both former GGA, Dan former E2C, and these guys have played each other about 400,000 times, give or take a few 100,000. So just a lot of matchups between the two. They once played a best-of-3 99 stock set.
Now, it's been a little while since I've been at Ignition. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. What is this Dark Dan that's happening right now with the Sora tag?
He's not the only one. Big Mac also was rocking the sheet color change as well. The two of them, when I talked to them recently, were talking about we're going to move up the ladder. And I think that they've made the change to the dark versions of themselves. No more give, only take. So that would be my guess.
All right, I like it. I like it a lot. And Dan, he's looking pretty clean in this Game 1 so far. Up by about a 40-ish% lead. But JJ's going to get this ledge trap going, and that's exactly what he needs to just not let Mario into the neutral. Ooh, good job rising up there with that super jump punch, using the invulnerability frames to break through that ledge trap.
You'll notice a moment ago, Dan threw a fireball out that caught JJ, and JJ just did not waver. He was like, all right, the fireball's going to hit me, and he fast fell to the ground to make sure he would still have stage control full and got a ledge punish out of it. So those of you watching at home, don't be too afraid of the Mario fireballs. If you get hit, just fall right back to what you were doing and stick to your guns.
Is this going to be enough here?
Oh, yeah.
Down he goes, and that is stock 1 for JJROCKETS. That ledge trap really extended for like 70%, and even when Mario got back off from the ledge, just used that situation to turn it around,
Whoa.
But there comes Dan right back.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a rough one for JJ. Just kind of had a nice little combo that he was trying to set up there and got popped by a forward smash after it was perfect shielded. Just 1 microsecond difference. Dan once again going for another forward smash. Not true with that percent that down throw to forward smash. It was about 5% too high.
He landed that combo on JJ in stock 1. But their forward smash again, not quite enough to take the stock yet. JJ hanging in there by a thread.
Dan didn't really get to do much with that momentary stage control that he had. JJ just kind of came straight up. I don't think Dan was expecting a quick approach. Now these guys trying to feel each other out, each looking for the finishing move. A little bit of a finishing blow that neither one of them can seem to find. JJ just putting on damage. Dan unable to really get in after he had a nice couple of combos. That forward smash didn't kill JJ, and it's just been a minute since he's even done any percent to JJ.
Dan doesn't look too dismayed, though. He's kind of just taking his time, using the taxi platform on the left and right side of the stage as he needs to, and looking for maybe an ally-esque forward smash pivot there, trying to bait some movement out of JJROCKETS. But both players really not overcommitting at this moment.
That nair out of the down air was really nice looking from Dan. JJ with trying to get some tricky recovery going, and he will make it back on stage. Now he's going to be without the banana to chill there. And JJ going for the short hop back air gets caught by a forward smash. Dan with a pair of those that game to take both stocks and take Game 1.
Dan used that forward smash just to control space. That's something that Ally does all the time. I mentioned it previously. But like he'll just go into Mario's walk and then just turn around forward smash when you expect to dash grab where Mario was. Then instead there's a fireball that just eats you and kills you at 100. So just perfect spacing from Dan is going to clean that up. And again, just taking your time. Don't feel too rushed, even though JJ was running it all the way back.
You know, I 100% agree with that color change, like you were saying before. That's the oil paint Mario. Dark Mario is great. So it's good to see a little bit of a change. Dan's style has almost changed a little bit. Dan used to be like the Dunk Lord. That was what he went for the setups for. And lately he's just been playing cleaner neutral, kind of doing like fadeaway aerials. And like you said, spacing with the forward smash has been really giving him a lot more options against his opponents.
He's got nowhere to run right now. Gets thrown to the back of Smashville here, taking a little bit of damage. Okay, that jab is going to buy a little bit of space here. And a lot of damage, apparently, just off of one grab off the up air to back air.
Whew. Yeah, JJ, absolutely no slouch in the city. Somebody that almost feels forgotten lately. Like, Big Mac's been on the rise. He had a lot of good sets on JJ, and they were really close as a 3-4 this particular PR season. Dan's always been waiting in the wings. And Big Mac has made the statement that he wants to be top 2 this season. That was what he called out. I think Dan has also made a similar sentiment, hence the color changes. And JJ has been sitting here just kind of playing his game, getting better. I don't think he's having any of that. You guys got to beat number 3 before you get to number 2. Dan is up a game, but that is pretty much where our scene is at right now. This is one of those 3-4-5 matchups between three guys who perpetually trade sets, as JJ is showing us with not letting Dan land, that despite the fact that he is down a game, he gets that nice down tilt into raw back air for the stock take.
JJ cleaned that up so good. It's, again, just kind of like the super basic fundamental, like how Smash 4 works is if you can't get a full combo string going, but you can just keep someone from landing for like 2 whole minutes. It's just been Dan not able to touch the ground at all. It's been JJROCKETS bullying him with forward airs, up airs, and back airs, the whole menagerie of Diddy Kong aerials. And Mario is slow. He's kind of floaty in the air, nowhere to go. And this bullying continues right now. Look at JJ go, 70%, pretty much unanswered at the moment.
Yeah, JJ looks impossible to touch right now. He has pretty much this entire stock. He started out a little bit behind. Good up tilt there to trade with whatever Mario is throwing out. A move that has more uses than just killing at 150%, although you don't see it too often. Dan finally getting in a little bit, but JJ looking to close this game out right now.
That forward smash trick from game 1 not going to work in this situation. Good shield coming out from JJROCKETS.
Up throw. Goes for the up air. I think JJ realized that last stock he could have gone for that a couple percent ago. Might have had a little bit more success. Dan picking him, though, on that down tilt attempt. Spot dodge grab back throw is going to take the stock and even out a little bit, but Dan's got a long way to go. Oh, JJ, look at his style there. That would have been filthy. Says, you know what? We're not going to go for the style. Let's just get the bread and butter. Down tilt up smash takes game 2, and we're going to have a game 3.
JJ was just in the driver's seat the whole time. And like you were saying, Dan wants to be number 2, but JJ's saying get in line. I got to get there first. It's kind of this little battle between these two long-haired gentlemen that's been happening for quite some time here in Chicago. A lot of back and forth. I want to say Dan does have the lifetime record. These two would know their own records better than I would. Dan is pretty well known for being able to do well in this matchup specifically. But it is going to come down to this game 3, and we're going to Dreamland. We're going to get triplats. We're going to get maybe some extended Mario combos.
Oh, yeah. Both these guys former number 1s. I'm not surprised at all to see game 3. In fact, I get confused when they don't have a game 3. It just means one of them is off their game. Both these guys looking good, and here's those extended Mario combos you talked about.
Oh, but the up tilt instead of the up air. Oh, that could have been so much more. I think Dan knows it, too.
Well, Dan does have a lead, though. 55%, nothing to sneeze at. He's just got to recover. Had the banana in hand, wasn't able to make anything of it, albeit tripping Diddy. Let's see if Dan can recover here, get another one of those combos going. And if he does, JJ's going to have a large uphill battle.
I don't know if Dan is just a little bit slow on the trigger, but when he hits JJ with that banana, he's been going more for the tech chase than any kind of confirmed follow-up. Maybe it's because of just Mario's slow run speed in certain situations. But I would like to see just maybe a little bit more damage, or at least guess differently on those 50-50 exchanges.
Could be a little bit of conditioning because he went for the same move 2 or 3 times in a row on those trips. So maybe JJ will, you know, think that he's got one thing going. Conditioning a huge part of this game, and then Dan can mix it up. You never know.
Oh, but he landed in time to get that down smash out. And JJ's in a tough spot. Will he be able to recover? Yes, he does.
I like the cape, but I feel like forward smash would have just killed. Dan grabs the banana out of midair into the up smash. What a nice conversion there from Dan. Took a couple of damage off the peanut popper, kind of ignored it, said, all right, that was a nice lunch. Hurt me a little bit in the stomach, but here's the cranium.
JJ, again, trying not to let Dan land, and this up smash not going to be quite enough, even on the slightly lower Dreamland ceiling.
Yeah, Mario a little bit heavier of a character. He's close to a super heavyweight, actually. He's got some pretty... He's a heavy-set character, surprisingly, I think for the first time. He used to be the epitome of average. That was what Mario was supposed to be in a lot of these games. This one in particular is a little bit more in the weight class, so without rage, that up smash was unable to kill, and that back air at 180 also unable to kill.
But I don't think the jump was there, and that's just going to be enough here for Dan. Good cleanup from JJROCKETS. And here we go into the final stock.
Stock of champions. Once again, between these two, wouldn't expect anything less.
Footsies back and forth right now. JJ trying to cross up with these monkey flips, even though they put him in the corner. But Diddy Kong has such great movement when he uses that option. He can cross up Mario left and right if he stays sedentary. All right. I like it.
Yeah, Dan wanting to take a second to think about his next move, capes JJ away on the monkey flip, saying, you know what, let's make you think for a second.
Now it's Dan's turn for the cross-ups. He's just kind of playing mind games on JJ's shield, but JJ's not going to blink there. Get the grab.
I love the falling there that Dan had to set all this up. Now JJ's off stage. Dan catches him, gets the back throw, and he's just putting on more and more damage.
Oh, but the boop! You see that?
I did.
But he's fine. Okay.
The wall kick I don't think was intentional from Dan, and I think it threw off his momentum and has cost him stage control and possibly the game. Both these men over 100%. And JJ catches Dan on the landing with the banana into up smash immediately. Great stuff from JJ to clean it up and recover from the one-game hold to take it 2-1 and remind people why he is a top 3 player in Chicago.
I think you're right. That mistaken wall jump off of the side from Dan really kind of did him in because he never grabbed stage control after that situation. And you can see how far a Diddy Kong can take the game when he has stage control like that.
Yeah, those unfortunate